Good morning. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Saturday, April 7th. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their Easter weekend. We're starting off with the Dow 15-minute chart, and you can see this has been one back and forth chart over the last month. Almost similar to the video we did a couple of days ago. We just continue to flip in and out of bearish rising wedges into bullish falling wedges, and we've just been doing this back and forth within a 200 to 300 point range over the last month. We did get some consolidation at the bottom on Friday or on Thursday, and not really a surprise ahead of a long weekend. And we were setting up on the charts for a bounce come Monday. RSI was breaking the 50 level. Stochastics looked good. MACD looked good. We had some nice consolidation at the bottom, and we were set up for a nice little pop. However, with the markets closed yesterday, we had the jobs report come out, and it was much weaker than expected. Only 120,000 jobs created. They were expecting 203,000. The ADP report said there would be 200,000. So quite a surprise on that. Futures, low volume trading yesterday, but futures were saying Dow possibilities of a 100-point down move on Monday. But keep in mind, guys, that the sell-off that started midweek, really, the reasoning behind it came out with the Fed minutes on Tuesday, and you had the market drop over 150 points, and the reason being the Fed, that there was some dissent in the Fed about QE3 essentially pulling it off the table. And you recall me saying it was just absolutely absurd to hear that chatter out there, and the market selling off for that reason. And here we go. We get this Friday jobs report, much weaker than expected. And next week, all that nonsense we had earlier this week about QE3 gone will be back on the table. Remember, the Fed's primary goal right now, and they have continued to state this over and over, is the jobs market. And this report on Friday will keep the Fed chatter about QE3 back on track. So while we may have a sell-off on Monday, it could potentially be bought. Looking at the daily chart, you can see we did Thursday or Wednesday, we broke down through the uptrend line that has been in place since the December lows, and we closed a little bit above the 50-day moving average, which on the last couple of big dips have acted as pretty strong support. Now, we could see a dip below that on Monday, and what we'd be looking to see happen is something similar to what happened in early March and also back in mid-December, where we dipped below the 50-day moving average and then we bounced back. Stochastics have broken down through the 50 level, so the charts have a little bit of downside, but the news and the excuse for the sell-off could bring back a counter move on, i.e. people saying, well, the Fed's going to get involved again. Also, we had some news out yesterday about lending in China increasing, so the Chinese are again letting the money flow, and that's been cause for some concern for traders about China slowing down. It looks like they're pumping the spigots again over there. We do have a potential double top on the Dow, but one of the charts I like to continue to look at is, of course, the bloat Apple, which continues to move $8 to $10 every single day, no matter what happens. It did get a breakout on Friday, so unless we see Apple seriously sell off, any dips in the market are likely to get bought. Russell 2K also broke down below its uptrend line, and it did close below the 50-day moving average. And just like the Dow, the last couple of times we've seen that happen, it's been a day or two later where we've seen a nice bounce back in that. Now, one thing we want to keep an eye on the Dow daily is potential downside areas. We are looking at, if we do see a continued sell-off and no bounce Monday, Tuesday, 12,700s, 12,500s. Those are just levels we need to keep an eye on. Let's jump into some stock plays, however. ALTH, one of our swing plays, boom, buyout. $1.80 buyout. Everyone's suing these guys, but Nice little patience play. I know some of you guys were wondering, should you hold this stock? Just like OPXT, one of our other buyout stocks. That's 2 buyout stocks we've had and been in positions in on our swing plays that have gotten bought out in the last week or so. So very, very nice. Take the money and run is my thinking on all these kind of things. Right when it opens, after that news, I usually like to sell. That's just how I roll. MOTR, very nice move over the last couple of days. Friday, decent sized pullback, back to the 50-day moving average. Would like to see this one snap back on Monday, back up to that 135, 140 level. DRL, tested that $2 level early in the week, 2-day pullback, and we've got a nice little potential bottom here that happened on Thursday. Would be really looking at this one close for a re-entry / add to our positions on a 190 break. May even look to add to this one if it's acting strong on Monday on a 185 break. We will definitely be adding to our positions on a 2 break. 210 and 220 are our targets here. NEI. Kind of surprised it didn't run big on Thursday. Traders really sleeping. Volume was not there. They come out that they are now a Dell partner, OEM partner. Very good news. 152 was unable to break. That is the breakout now on this symmetrical triangle. If you look at past symmetrical triangles we've done, we are potentially looking at 24 cent range on the triangle. Add that to the breakout, gives us our 170 plus target range. ADX remains very, very strong. Stochastics on balance volume show the continued accumulation in this stock. I like it. Like the setup here. Should be a go next week. REN continues to coil for that breakout move. This is probably where everyone will pile into this stock on a break of the 200-day moving average up there, $5.95, $6 area. That is where I will look to add to my position on this one. Continues to ride. The 50-day moving average is acting as very, very strong support. This triangle is getting very, very tight here and suggests the breakout move should come this week. Target remains a move up to the 7s area. Neuro, still coiling here. Continue to accumulate 77 cents and under. Quick mention on Zone. Really disappointing action on this one over the last couple of days. Rather weak on Friday, but it's been a victim of low volume. And Friday it looked like some traders just got frustrated with it and threw in the towel. If you are swinging this one, this 105 area is probably where you would look to add to your positions. $1 stops, and then if stops hit on this one, just a matter of backing off and waiting for a move above 125, which is tough, you know. Add position here and then see how it goes. I mean, I really hate selling a position that goes down on such low volume, but the volume has just really been lacking on Zone here over the last few days. And what's probably going to end up happening on this is you're going to wake up one morning and the stock's going to be up at $1.50 on some buyout news or some deal news. That's just probably what's going to happen here. DANG, dang, ding dong, whatever you want to call it. $10 breakout watch on Monday. 1068, 1125 targets, 975 would be the stops on this one. I like playing stocks that have not broken the $10 level, sort of similar to how we play the $2 break stocks. This one definitely one to watch for on Monday. And, you know, given the Chinese news on Friday, if there is going to be an area of strength, it may continue to be those Chinese stocks, which we did very, very well on this past week. Also getting a golden cross on the Dang chart here. We had some monster movers over the last week on our Chinese plays. They got a little bit weak on Thursday, so let's see if we get continued strength on those Monday/Tuesday. So that is it for the video. If you've got any questions, feel free to send me an email, feedback@buysellshort.com or .net. Have a great Easter and see you guys on Monday.